2, 1, let's go. Boy, Fiends, forecasters were back, ready to attack with the Husky Hustler. Noche UFC, a very exciting event, but a tough event to bet and predict. I'm having a tough time figuring out how I'm going to take a couple bets on this event. There's not many I want to take. What are you thinking on this one, Husky Hustler? Are you feeling confident on multiple bets this week?
Yeah, g'day, legends. Yeah, there's a couple of landmines on this card, so I guess just pick your spots, and if you're confident in a couple of plays, there's a lot of, I don't know, like 50-50 fights. Things could go either way, sort of steer clear of that. But it's good from a sort of a predictions perspective because it keeps it interesting.
It does. We'll see the best of the best this week. We'll see who's been slacking. Not much time to regroup after last week in Paris. Last week, we did pretty good, Husky. 2 for 3 on props of the week. Congrats to you. You had some awesome predictions looking back at last week.
Well, we both went 2 from 3, so we both could, congratulations. It was your birthday, so we had to bring out.
Yeah, it was a big week, buddy. I love it.
Yeah. So hopefully anyone that was listening cashed with some of those free tips.
Yeah, we both showed up big on the birthday weekend. Let's go back to back. Keep the party going, and you're going to start it off again.
I am. Now, I'm not supremely confident in this particular prop, but it is a good prop to have because if you look at Alex Pereira, she's coming in with a lot of hype. And if you look a little bit closer, she hasn't fought anyone at a high level yet. It's all regional competition. UFC, it's a whole different animal. Now, Randine, on the other hand, has fought in the UFC. No, she's not flashy, but she's tough. She's durable. And she's got the style that can frustrate opponents and swing judges. And, at $3.20, a decision win for Randine is a sneaky underdog play that makes sense. Now, this fight, 9 times out of 10 is going to go to a decision. And that's a 50-50 call. So you're given those types of odds with an unproven fighter that just seems to have all this hype from nowhere. So I've seen this many times. I think that's a good play.
Yeah, it is a good play. Plus money, women's MMA, Mexican fighter, Noche UFC, bound to go 15 minutes. There's value, at least. And it's bound to go 15 minutes. If you're not safe taking the underdog, take the fight to go the distance. I'm on the other side taking the 19-year-old to barely win the fight. So this bet might be the best bet in the fight at plus money, Husky. I don't know if Elise Pieta can win at 19 years old. It's a tough fight in a debut spot. Noche UFC. It's always tough in a debut fight, no matter who you're fighting. The pressure's on. Can she get it done? Pereira looks pretty good. High IQ, high output. She has the cardio. And Monstrat Rendon is getting older in this fight. And she does not have much experience to rely on. That's the problem in this one. She's getting older. Not a whole lot of experience. I think Elise Pieta can barely get it done here. But who knows? You might be onto something. My favorite prop on the prelims is Alessandro Costa, one of the biggest favorites on the card, yes, but we're getting plus money if we take it inside the distance. It surprises me in this fight, Husky, that the bookies have him favored to go and win this fight by a decision. The Zodiac forecast has an indicator he could win this fight by a decision, but looking at the level of competition, he's going to win this fight inside the distance. Make it look easy. He's on a way different trajectory. I'm trying to spit out my words here, but he's going to be spitting out punches and bunches, going for the round one finish in this fight. Alden Correa just beat a guy 4-7. Is he fighting guys at this level? Like Costa lost to Steve Erceg, Amir Albazi. He's been fighting guys at this UFC level, and he's been looking pretty good. This should be an easy fight, even if he does win that decision. What do you think, Husky?
Yeah, I don't like to say locks because, like I always say, anything can and will happen inside that octagon. But I think if I was to say, like, what's a lock on the card, I'd have to say it's Costa. So
has to be.
Yeah, I think you could maybe put him as a money line in one of your parlays. But in terms of inside the distance, I think, 4 of his last 5 have failed to go the distance. So that's a really, really good player. And I think he's got 5 KOs, 6 submissions, and only 3 decision wins. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
The discrepancy in level of competition is far too wide in this fight for Fiend not to take the fight inside the distance. The discrepancy is way too wide. Costa is on a different trajectory. He's going to be in the top 15 in the flyweight division, where Alden Correa is stepping in relatively short notice with relatively no chance in this fight. I do consider Costa a lock of the week, and he will be a lock of the week for me. And to be honest, I've played him inside the distance on the parlay. Maybe I'd be smart and just take his money line if I'm hammering it. Now with the main card,
you could place one bet inside the distance and then maybe parlay the money line with something else.
Yeah, the bet with the inside the distance and the 2 other locks is made, but maybe I take my 3 locks on the money line and go super heavy. Last week, 5 locks hit, 5 for 5 birthday weekend. Looking to keep the momentum moving forward with the main card. Husky, what do you see happening on this main card? Is this your most confident play this week on the main card too?
Yeah, I'd have to say this is probably my most confident play on the card. Look, Jared looked really good in his last match with his boxing, and he got a brutal KO, and that was amazing. But traditionally, he's not really going out there and steamrolling people in the first round like that. So it's sort of smart money banker, really. Like, his game is built around pressure, wrestling, and controlling the fight. He doesn't take a lot of risks, and he doesn't chase the finish, unless it's there. Instead, he sort of just rocks up cage control and scoring shots. And in a 3-rounder, the blueprint almost always means the judges are going to give him the nod. So I think it's more of a safe play, a steady play, and look, good value there. So I'm going to be playing that one.
Yeah, I got Jeff Gordon in this fight. The race car driver, Jeff Gordon. He should zoom to a win, at least in this fight. He almost beat Patty the Batty. Should be an easy win over Rafa Garcia.
Well, let's call it the way it is. He did beat Patty the Batty.
Yeah, he did. I said on the full card prediction show that he did. Yeah, on my full card prediction show, I outright said Jared Gordon beat Patty Pimblett in that fight.
Without a doubt. I actually had money on Patty, and when he won that fight, there's no way he should have won that, even though I won the money. But yeah,
you see,
but yeah, if you're ever interested, like, look up Jared Gordon. He's got a pretty amazing backstory with how he got into martial arts and overcoming addiction. It's actually quite amazing. Like, it's like a real sort of like Rocky Balboa story, like coming from nothing and really showing what dedication and, commitment to something can do. And it changed his life. It's quite amazing.
Yeah. Heartwarming story. He is a very good fighter, and I've always cheered for him. He has the heart, determination to win a fight, and I would say he's good for parlays this week, looking to get back into that win column off a big win. Like you said, he won his last fight there, round 1 knockout. He has power in the hands. If this prop doesn't hit, Jared Gordon's getting that knockout again, I would say, Husky. He's going to win the fight. And if we're talking locks of the week again, Jared Gordon. Could be that guy.
Once again, I don't like giving out locks, but I think Jared's a lock this week.
Yeah, he's not the official lock for me, but he is a very confident pick, and he's on parlays. And also, Jeff Gordon, he's a great race car driver. Check him out. He has some good YouTube videos there too. All right. Main card prop for Fiends. 50-50 fight. There's a few of them. Yeah, there is a few of them. I know. But in this one, after that fight where Alexander Hernandez beat Chase Hooper, I have to pick him in this matchup. He has to cut weight again. Might be a little bit of an issue, but he gets a guy 8 years older in this matchup. Diego Fieta is 40 years old. He's been knocked out 3 times before. He's lost 3 decisions before, knockout or decision. I think Hernandez can get his hand raised in this fight. He's going to continue to move up the ranks, being this much younger than his opponent. The trajectory is completely different between the two fighters. One guy's ready to retire, and the other guy's ready to move up the ranks. Give me the Great Ape, Husky.
Yeah, I like this play. I didn't know it was $2, actually. I might actually have to have a sprinkle on that myself. But there seems like there's a lot of money coming in on the other end of Ferreira. Look.
Don't care.
It's a close match. It's one that I sat on the fence all week with who am I going to pick. I ended up going with Alexander Hernandez as well.
Let's go.
I see him sort of going the distance, so I don't mind the knockout or decision. That is his path to victory. I don't see him getting the sub. So for $2, that's actually a pretty good play. Yeah.
Yeah, Diego's never been submitted. Highly unlikely. Hernandez can find the submission off a knockout round 1 to Chase Hooper. Power in the hands. He's went the distance multiple times before, came up short in a couple of them. I think he can win a decision dominantly in this fight with his striking, takedown defense, and he's training at Elevation in Colorado with Brandon Royval. Yeah, he has some great training partners to work with and a game plan to win this fight. Fieta's 40 freaking years old. He's 40, bro. He's fading. Fight Fiends. Fieta? He's fading. Now with the value props, we hit a couple, Husky, in the past. There's always value on the value props. Let's hear yours.
Yeah. We've hit it. We've hit more than a couple. So I guess when you look at her path to victory in regards to this, take away the last fight. She did fight for the championship, and she fought possibly one of the best female fighters in the UFC that relinquished the belt to go have a super fight. So her debut in the UFC, look, she didn't look great, but hey, that doesn't mean that she's suddenly lost those skills. So Tatiana Suarez, like, if you 5 years ago, you'd be like submission queen. So the fact that we're getting great value like that, $4.60 for a round 2-3 sub, I think that's great value. And if you want to swing for the value, she's one of the best wrestlers in the division. She drowns opponents with pressure and top control. Her opponent has shown weaknesses being taken down and being controlled on the mat.
And
once
finished.
she's down, and she's been submitted as well. So by the second or third round, I anticipate she'll be gassed. And that's where her neck starts to open up, or even an armbar maybe. And yeah, I think the fight fits her style perfectly, and that's a good play.
Yeah. Lemos has been finished 3 times, only lost 1 decision. So looking at Suarez for a bounce back fight, she could get it done inside the distance. Goddamn. You know, Lemos has been finished 3 out of 4 losses. And she could get finished again, you know. Won her last fight, but she's been win-loss since 2020. She's due for the loss in this matchup. Tatiana just fought for the belt. I don't even know if she did more than Lemos in that championship fight versus Weili Zhang, but do you think she did more than Lemos? Maybe. Probably. She probably did a little more. I don't know.
She had moments, and I think she just, if you look back on the fight, she got the champion down, and
Yeah.
she relinquished positions going for submissions. So I think had she not done that, it could have been a bit different. Am I saying she would have won? No, but I think she'll learn from that and bounce back this week.
Yeah, she went like 1 for 10 on takedowns versus Weili Zhang. Tatiana. In this fight, she should find the takedown and being dominant with the control, likely find the submission in round 2 or 3. So I'm looking at this bet as well, and I'm going to take it. I'm taking the bet. I'm taking off at Noche UFC in San Antonio, Texas. We taking off, Fiends. We're doing it again, going back to back with incredible profit made on both sides. Huskies howling. Check the links in bio below. Follow his channel, Instagram, YouTube. Huskies there, ready to go. Now with the value prop for Fight Fiend, I'm looking at Alessandro Costa, the fighter that I took inside the distance on the prelim prop in round 1. In round 1, he's going to get his 9th finish in his 19th fight. Some numerology here. The numerology also says he could win a decision, but if he doesn't win the decision, round 1 finish is the call. And looking at the level of competition discrepancy, I think he can find this round 1 finish super easy. He's on the route to the top 15 in flyweight. He should fly as a favorite in this fight, Husky. And at 420, I'm going to smoke it and blaze it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Look, once again, I always look at what are the matchmakers doing.
I know what they're doing.
Where are they positioning the fights on the card? So as I've always said, look, obviously they want Mexican fighters to have a show, put on a show for this event in San Antonio, but they'll put certain fights in certain areas on the card because they want excitement. Yeah. And if you look at this early card, they're like, if he can come out there and steamroll this guy, obviously it's building his brand. It gets the crowd going. So I like that. It is a good play.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Husky. That's
I mean, the first fight's going to, like, no disrespect, but it's going to go to a decision. So it's not exactly going to get the crowd really amped, is it?
Well, the first fight of the night is the Ultimate Fighter finale at welterweight, is it not?
Oh, it is too. But my apologies. But straight after that, you've got the Elise Pereira fight. So
yeah,
they want to lift the crowd back up after that.
For sure. With that round 1 finish, let's go. Value prop secured. Lock of the week secured. Inside the distance secured. My 2 other locks of the week, Husky, are Jean Silva.
Yep.
Jean Silva and Zach Reese. The reasoning behind Zach Reese. Reese's Pieces, baby. Oh, yeah. Do you want the reasoning behind those picks? Of course you do. Which one do you want to hear first?
Why not? You tell me.
Which one first?
Tell me about Zachary Reese. Why have you got him as a lock?
Reese's Pieces. It's going to be a treat. My birthday just happened, all right? And what also just happened was Cedricus Dumas getting caught in someone's house during a home invasion in the dog kennel. in the dog kennel, dude. He got caught in the dog kennel during a home invasion, got arrested. I can't believe he's not in jail. But yeah, he's fighting this weekend. One of his other fights got canceled not too long ago. He's back ready to attack. And after this fight, he's probably going to get cut. UFC can't have this guy running around robbing people. I can't believe he's still in the UFC. This is his last go. Zach Reese, Reese's Pieces, is going to win without a doubt in this fight. And I would definitely take him inside the distance, Husky. Zach Reese has been training, and the other guy's been robbing people. Pretty easy.
Well, one thing, he might have good cardio from all the running, but yeah.
And Cedricus Dumas just got knocked out round 1 to Mikhail Olazechuk. And the refs don't like Cedricus Dumas because Buddy stepped in pretty quick when Nursultan Ruzaboev knocked his ass down first punch.
So here's my question for you. Is he going to come out with an ankle brace?
He's gonna come.
Isn't he on house arrest with one of those ankle braces at the moment?
Yeah, you're making a good statement here. Not sure what the situation is. They must be cutting that ankle bracelet off so SD Dumas can fight. But after he's done with this one, he'll be
He's
going
back to the doghouse.
Yeah, he'll be going back to the doghouse where he belongs. He does not belong in the UFC. And looking at the UFC fights that he has had, he went for the submission versus Josh Frem, got reversed, and then he got submitted, dude. He's not UFC caliber. He's not UFC level.
Well, you've got to think as well, like with everything that's going on in his life, is he really there? Like mentally, is he there to get inside that octagon? And
hell no, dude.
Like,
he is not there.
Apparently, he's posted some photo of his bank account because he's completely and utterly broke from all the legal situations that's happening. Now, I don't want to shit on the guy with that sort of stuff going on.
Well,
but
hey, someone send him the link to the
mentally ready to get inside the octagon. I would say no.
Someone should send Cedricus Dumas the link to this video then, if he's in debt. Because he's not getting that 50K bonus, I'm going to tell you that. No, I don't want to be a dick. He is going to suit up for this one, give us some entertainment, cut weight, do what he has to do. But at the end of the day, he went for a home invasion, hit in the dog cage. He's not taking the sport seriously. He's not training each and every day. Zach Reese wants to win. His amateur scene, he happened to fight Kevin Holland. So he's had more experience, better experience when you get serious looking at this fight for what it is. Zach Reese for the win. It was Jean Silva. We're going to talk about this one quick. It's the main event now. Fighting Nerds went 0 for 2 last weekend. That's not going to happen again. Jean Silva gets revenge without a doubt here. He has the game plan to win. The Fighting Nerds still have one of the best gyms in the UFC. They have the hype still with it. With 2 losses, without a doubt, I think they still have the hype. Jean Silva can bring the hype back with a huge win here inside the distance. And looking at his future matchups, Volkanovski would be a good fight for the title for Jean Silva, right? If he can win this fight dominant fashion. Diego Lopez already fought the champion Alexander Volkanovski, and damn near fucking did nothing. He didn't do much. Diego Lopez damn near did nothing. Not a very entertaining fight or performance. I think Jean Silva can bring the heat and the smoke to Alexander Volkanovski. It's a more entertaining matchup at least. He's due to fight him. Diego just fought him. I got to go Jean Silva. And we can keep it going if you want, because Jean Silva is training at the Fighting Nerds with fighters 170 pounds, 185 pounds. And Diego's training with guys that are 135, 145. Maybe a couple lightweights, but I mean, Jean Silva is training with guys 170, 185. Kyle Bahayo, Carlos Prates, Mauricio Ruffy at lightweight. He has better guys to train with, bigger guys to train with, and he's getting a big win here, Husky. Do you like the picks?
So first things first, the consensus is that the Fighting Nerds can't stop takedowns.
Yeah, we'll see.
What an absolute load of bollocks. First off, did anyone watch Jean Silva fight Bryce Mitchell? If
Jean Silva could submit Diego if he wanted to in this fight, to be honest.
And he stuffed Bryce's takedowns. And what did he do? He went, you know what? I'm not going to knock Bryce out. I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to submit this guy in his own game. Like that is huge. The only other person that did that to Bryce Mitchell, Ilia Topuria, to make a statement. So I think Jean Silva is on the path to a title shot eventually. Personally speaking, as an Aussie, I'm hoping it's a little bit further down the track. Volkanovski retires because I don't want to see Volk potentially get knocked out by Gene Silva.
Gene Silva's the first guy to become a champion from the Fighting Nerds, and he takes Volk's head off, and that is where Volk retires.
No, Volk's going to retire before then, mate.
We're going to clip that someday, Husky, what I just said.
Blasphemy. It's not happening.
It's going to happen.
Not happening.
Lock of the year in this fight, in this particular matchup.
If you watch his very first fight, look, I had no idea who the guy was.
Who?
And his walkout, it was like watching The Undertaker in the WWE. It was so intense. And you're like, who is this guy?
Gene Silva?
If you watch him fight, he's so entertaining. He just loves it. He loves the chaos. Like 1 minute he's smiling, the next minute he's crying, the next minute he's hugging people, the next minute he's dogging people out, making dog noise. You just don't know what he's going to bring to the octagon. My only fear with Gene Silva is that sometimes he can get really engaged in the fight, and it's kind of like he likes the chaos too much. And, he could get clipped if he doesn't stay focused 100%, but yeah, I think he wins this one. It's going to be an absolute war. I can't wait for that. Like, if you look at Diego Sanchez, Mexican fighters are really tough, so they're hard to put away.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what Bryce does. Can he get him out of there, or does he play it smart and cruise to a decision?
Either way, Gene Silva is the lock of the year, like I said on the Full Care Prediction show. One of my most confident picks of the year. Because of the reasons I said, I think Zach Reese is a very confident pick for me this year too, not just on this event. Alessandro Costa, obviously a very confident pick. So far, I bet him inside the distance on the parlay. I'm just worried he gets it done by a decision and ruins the parlay. When I'm this confident in the three picks, Platinum forecasters, Zodiac forecasters are going to see an additional bet, and we're going to get it done without a doubt. We're on fire. Fiends, forecasters fired up for this particular event. Noche UFC, bring out the nachos, bring out the Quavos. We're ready to go. Husky, how do you feel about this event? Are you going to take a lock of the week parlay on my video? Dumb question. I think you already took a parlay on my video. And if you did, let the people know what it is.
Yeah.
Because if you check out the Full Care Prediction video, you can win $100. And Husky, you can let the people know all about that, because I've sent you 100. How many times?
Many times. Many times.
You've been the winner multiple times.
So yeah, guys, get on to Fight Fiends' latest prediction video. All you've got to do is F3 or hashtag F3. Give out your highest paying, whether it's a single prop, parlay, whatever you want to do. If it hits, he'll forward you $100. So it's totally free. So why not get involved?
You got to get involved. A free $100. I think last week I didn't get it going, but for like 10 weeks consecutive or more, I gave out $100 to followers, Fight Fiends. I really appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody taking their time to go check out Husky Hustler on YouTube, Instagram. Give them a follow. The team makes the dream, Husky, and you've been a great friend ever since I met you. The OG clan is back. Just me and you, 6 props of the week. Another great show. Thanks for joining in. And once again, thank you for bringing the heat last week.
Most welcome. Take care, legends.
Like, subscribe, stay forecasted. We're going to be back ready to attack these bookies.